habibi, look. So you can see right here, I made $4,000 in 1 month on Etsy with one store. And then this other store right here, so this one made $6,000 literally in the same month. So overall, it's like $10,000 on 2 stores. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that so that you can replicate it. And trust me, this one is actually a lot easier than you think. But now, like, why am I sharing this whole thing with you? Well, because I got banned on Etsy. Like, I got banned for life. So what happened was I tried setting up an Etsy account for my friend because I wanted them to like do Etsy. But the mistake was I did it on my own laptop, right? So as soon as I made the account for them, I go and check my own account and then I just see that it says banned. And then a few minutes after, I check my other store and then it also says banned. And I'm like, bro, what the heck? I just got banned twice in a row. Well, actually it's 3 times because their store got banned and my 2 stores got banned. So 3 bans in one day, bro. I realized like I was permanently banned this time. So bro, I was so sad that day. So I'm literally passing the torch to you right now so that you can start generating good profit on Etsy, so don't disappoint me. Also, I'll show you how not to get banned because eventually I had to learn my lesson and I learned how to actually not get banned this time. So the way I would start Etsy once again is not through physical dropshipping, because if you go and read their terms and conditions and stuff like that, dropshipping is not really allowed. Instead, I would do print on demand, because 1, print on demand is actually legal on Etsy, so you can pretty much do it without getting banned. And 2, there's so many ideas for a print on demand, so like it's literally unlimited. Like the only limitation for a print on demand is just your mindset, bro. Oh, and if you don't know what print on demand is, well, first of all, that's crazy, man. Basically, you put a design on a product, but the design doesn't get printed until the customer orders. So when they order, the design gets print on demand. So it just gets printed on demand. Do you get it? Like, that's why it's called print on demand. So the site I would use for this is Printify, and that's because it rhymes with Shopify. But also because there's so many products on Printify that you can actually use, like shoes, socks, jewelry boxes, like literally everything you can think of. So it's literally the Shopify of print on demand. So it's actually very easy. All you have to do is just connect Printify. So it's actually very easy. All you have to do is just connect Printify to Etsy. And then once you get orders from Etsy, Printify will know. So they'll just fulfill the orders for you and they'll print the design on demand on the product for you. And then that way, all you have to do is just make the designs, put them on the products, and just add more products, and that's it. The fulfilling is done for you, which is why I love this method. So let me show you how I would make the designs, okay? Okay, so focus. So we'll go on Pinterest and we're just gonna type in things like tees design. And the reason we're doing this is because we want to get inspired from things that are online right now that are actually working. So then we can take those designs online and then make our own and then put them on the products that we're going to sell. So if we scroll down,
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So for example, this one right here, so free spirit, kind heart, brave soul, tea. So you can see the design here is definitely a print on demand design. And what's funny is that on Pinterest, this is linked to Etsy. So if you click on the Etsy link, you could see here, this store right here has 1,000 sales, which is not that bad. Like, it's not a huge amount of sales, but this just shows that this could be like a new seller. So then what I would do, I would go on their store and I just want to stock like everything else that they're doing. Also, you see how you can press this button here? So I would press this button because that shows you what are their most recent sales. And then when you see the most recent sales, you're able to see like what's actually selling on this store. So for example, here, you could see that this right here is selling pretty good because so they got 1 sale here, then they got 1 sale here, and then they got 1 sale here, and then 1 sale here. So this product is pretty good. So I would click on this product and see what exactly is it. So as we can see here, okay, so it's a love text with a baseball heart, and I'm pretty sure this is like a baseball thing. I'm not that familiar with baseball, but it seems like a softball mom's legging or like a baseball leggings. So you can see like it's targeting like a specific market, which is mothers who are interested in baseball or softball. I don't know the difference between both, but it says softball and baseball, which means that if I come right now, I can make a design that's pretty similar to this. And as a result, I would be able to get more sales because they're clearly getting sales right now. So the way I would design the whole thing is I would go on RawPixel, which is this website right here, and then I would click on elements, and then from here you're able to search up any elements in PNG that you want. So for example, I can search up baseball, and then once I search this up, I would go on filters and make sure that I'm sorting everything by free. So then for example, there are all these designs in PNG. So let's just say I want to pick this one, for example. I would go and I would download it. So once you downloaded the RawPixel PNG file, all you have to do is just go to Printify now. So then you will be on this page right here. This is where you can create all these custom products that you want and then design everything that you want. So then all you got to do here is just click start for free and just go through the process where you create your own account and just basically sign up, put your email, put your password and all that stuff. It's very easy. Don't get stuck on this step. Then you'll be on a page like this one. So we were doing pants for women or like leggings for women. So I have to go on catalog and then we click on bottoms for women's clothing. And then this will lead us to this page. Now here, you just pick whichever product that you want. So for example, like this one, I would just pick this one, and then you go down and just click start designing. So this right here is where you'll design everything. So first of all, just put the PNG file that you downloaded from RawPixel So I'd click on my device, and then I would take this image that I downloaded from Raw Pixel. Right now we're designing the right leg, so we're gonna make it just a bit smaller and just put it maybe in the middle. So I know this is not the best design, but this is just showing an example. And so since we have it like this for now, we can just click preview so we can see how it actually looks like when it's actually on the pants. So it looks like this, which is pretty ugly. So let's fix this. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe having like the ball here and then maybe turn it into a pattern. So I would have to go down and then click create pattern, and it's gonna look like this. So then I would just click brick vertical because I want it to look like a bit like a vertical thing. And with this one, let's just see how it looks. So it looks just like this. Now, this isn't my best design. I'm not an artist, just so you know. But the idea is that you take a design that's working for someone, you take inspiration from it, like for example, the baseball thing, and you just go and you create your own. Now, you do have to spend like a bit of time in this one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna spend like an hour just to do this. But once you're done with this, like let's just say I'm happy with this design right now. I would click on save product, and I would go down. I would try to fill all this up. Now, to fill this up, you do have to make it like Etsy SEO friendly. Do you know what I mean? And the way I would make it Etsy SEO friendly is by going on Etsy and seeing what other people are naming their titles and their descriptions for their products. And basically, I'm just gonna write something very similar to them. So for example, this person right here says softball leggings, softball mom's leggings, and all that stuff. Let's say this does relate. So I would take it, I would copy it, and I would put it right here. Now, yes, I would fix some stuff. Like for example, like softball leggings, I would type softball women's leggings, and then you would go on the other Etsy product and then look at the description and try to copy the description as well. Now, you don't have to do it word for word. I'm not saying do it word for word. I'm saying like copy it, but then change the words so that it's actually your own too. And then I would come and just put it here. And I recommend adding different sizes, but it seems that for this supplier, there aren't more sizes, which is pretty bad. So I would actually go back and try to pick a different supplier that has like small, medium, and then large. This one apparently just has 4 extra large, which I don't know why they have that, but that's just the way it is. And then for the pricing, I would price it in a way where it's pretty much similar to the other people on Etsy. Like for example, this one's a $40, which is not that bad because this one is for the 4XL. Then you go down and you just click connect store, and you just click connect to Etsy, and you should be able to connect it to your own store. And then this way, once you have orders coming in from your Etsy store, Printify will be notified and they will fulfill the orders for you. But now, once again, the whole thing with this is that you have to be finding designs that people actually want, and you have to create them in a way where they look good. And the only way you can do that is by going on Etsy and seeing what other people have and getting inspiration from that. Okay, so now once you have your products listed on Etsy, I'm going to share with you a few hacks that I learned back when I was doing Etsy. Now, these hacks are not all mine. I got some of them from this guy named Gray Randolph. Gray, if you're watching this is thanks to you, bro. But some of them I actually did do them on my own. So it just so happens that we have similar tips. So the first tip is that you can actually retarget on Etsy without doing ads. So the way to do that, go on your Etsy listing and then increase your price. Then you would run a 24-hour sale. If you don't know how to do the sale thing, it's under marketing. You just click on marketing and then sales and discounts, and then you put a discount code to bring back the price from where you put it to where it was originally. So if your price is at $10 and you increase it to $20, you would come and create a 50% discount code where it would bring the price down to $10 again. And then you do that literally every single day. And what's going to happen is that the people who have the product in their carts, they would get a notification that says that you're doing a discount, but the discount is just the same price. Like, it's not a different price, but they'll get a notification, and that basically retargets them. So then you will see that you're getting more sales. This is a very powerful tactic, by the way. So make sure you do this. Another one is if you're charging free shipping, you can actually charge an additional shipping method, which in the past I used to do this. You would do free standard shipping, then you would have another shipping method that is like insured shipping. So you can put like $5 or $6 for the domestic shipping, which is like the US or Canada. And then for international, you can do $20 extra. And this way you'll see that when people buy, some of them will actually pay for shipping, but it's not like a different type of shipping. It's just insured shipping. And what's insured shipping? Well, it's just shipping that's insured. So if they get their stuff lost, they'll be insured. Even though for the free shipping, you should be doing that too. But it's not much different. It's just more profit into your pocket, and that's it. Also, if you can use videos, I noticed back then when I had listings with videos on them, they would do a lot better because most people on Etsy, they never use videos. So make sure you use videos. And it doesn't matter what kind of videos, as long as the video actually relates to the products. Like for me, I had a video of just the shoes, and the video was just like doing like recording the box with the shoes, and that's it. Very simple, nothing complicated. Also, when you're adding the product, make sure you actually fill out everything that Etsy gives you. Like, Etsy is giving you these things for a reason. So fill out the tags, fill out the attributes, fill out literally everything. All right, but this last hack, this one, like I can admit, this one's not from me. This one's from Gray directly. But he says that this one should not get you banned. But what you do, basically you would go on a listing on Etsy that has the bestseller sign. So you see this one right here, it has the bestseller sign. So it's just basically, I just picked this random product that's the bestseller. So now I would zoom in on the actual bestseller sign. And you see how Etsy actually puts this for the product listing? I would just take a screenshot of this, and then I would go on Photoshop, and let's just say I'm doing this teddy bear, even though I'm not doing this teddy bear, but let's just say I am. So then I would add this bestseller badge on Photoshop. So first of all, I would raster size this, and I would click select subject, and just delete everything else around the badge. And then I would put the badge on the top left corner, and obviously make it just a bit smaller, where it looks like just like this. And then you can like play around with it. Maybe like add a bit of a shadow, add like an outer glow, and you can just make the outer glow black. So it looks just like this. You want to kind of make it seem like it's actually the bestseller badge that is on Etsy. So it looks just like this. And just like that, your picture stands out a lot more because it truly looks like you have the bestseller badge on your Etsy listing. And this should increase your conversions. Now, some of you are going to be like, but bro, like, doesn't this get you banned? Well, to be honest, I never tried it myself. But Gray, the guy himself that is the one who taught me how to do this, he said he didn't get banned from this specific tactic. If this gets you banned, hey, it's not my fault. But no, honestly, like this should not get you banned. And I hope it's not going to get you banned. But this will increase your conversion rates, like for sure. But anyway, if you're wondering why my hair looks just like this today, then all you have to do is just click on this video right here so you can see exactly why I have no hair anymore.